All right, into the sports bulletin, and of course the sports news is dominated this morning by legendary South African boxer Dingaan "The Rose" of Soweto Thobela, who today will be laid to rest at the West Park Cemetry. It'll happen a little bit later on this morning. Well, sports anchor Vusiwe Ngcobo is currently at the Dlamini Multipurpose Centre in Soweto, where the funeral proceedings should be starting shortly. V, a very good morning once again to you. When are we expecting things to begin? And I imagine a lot of people wanting to pay their last respects to the great Rose of Soweto that's fallen.
Indeed, Leanne, good morning to you. And of course, to all our viewers at home, we are out in the south of Johannesburg in Soweto as we get ready for the funeral service to get underway. It will be getting underway in just under 30 minutes time, but I'm standing here now with former South African lightweight champion Nika Khumalo, just to talk about someone who was a dear friend to him, spent lots of years together because you were under the same sponsorship, and here you are today to lay your friend to rest. Just talk to me about perhaps your last interaction that you had with the now late Rose of Soweto.
The last time I spoke to him, we WhatsApp together. I was supposed to meet him also. His WhatsApp, he said to me he's been fluish and the medication is not doing good for him. And then I said, no, fine, you'll be fine. It's only a flu, you know. And then that was the last time, you know, and we're supposed to meet at a symposium of Boxing South Africa on the 26th. We waited for him, and he was not there, only to find out on the Monday that they found him in this room.
So, Mika, when you then tried to communicate with him for the symposium and meeting there, were you not concerned at any point that it didn't appear that anyone could get a hold of him? And when did you start getting concerned about possibly something having happened to him?
Well, we were told by the CEO that he might not be attending, you know. So we thought, okay, it's fine. I'm going to meet him maybe in the later in the week. Only to find out on Monday, one of the friends came in and saw him on this flat alone.
Talk to me about some of the good times that you experienced with Dingaan Thobela, because we know you guys were under the same sponsorship for so many years, got an opportunity to travel all over the world together doing what you love the most. When you think of Dingaan Thobela, what is the first thing that comes to mind in terms of your interaction with him and having worked alongside him for so long?
The Rose of Soweto. The name, his name meant a lot to South Africans, you know. He was the dearest boxer in South Africa, very, very strategic boxer. You know, when you look at the boxing style, he has his own style. You know, it could tend to Muhammad Ali, could tend to whoever boxer. He was the best boxer in South Africa, maybe the top 10 in South Africa at the moment, you know. And he fought 3 times for a world title fight, and he won the titles, three world title fights. You know, at his older age, he got to win the world title fight in the older age. You know, something that some boxers will never do. You know, so he was a unique boxer.
Unique boxer indeed. Tell me about your conversations that you would have with him. We know that boxing now in South Africa is not where it used to be, but back then when you guys were still boxing and you were lightweight division, you then moved into welterweight. Talk to me about some of those conversations in terms of just the difficulties experienced as boxers in South Africa trying to make a career out of boxing.
Dingaan Thobela was a very strategic person. You know, he came with an idea of Boxing South Africa to include boxing legends in the board. I'm one of the in the boxing ratings committee at the moment because of Dingaan Thobela. He liaised with our CEO, and he gave him the strategy of bringing boxing South African legends to all of them to join Boxing South Africa. You know, so we were starting to do this strategy of putting boxing together. So, you know, boxing has been a good sport for youngsters in the township, you know. So we don't have role model anymore. Role models, they are not there. You know, we have problems in the township of our youth, you know. So if you can go back as legends and be sent to the to the township to help the kids, from drugs and alcohol abuse and all that, That was a strategy of Dingaan Thobela to grow boxing again. It needs to start at a development level. Yes.
And inspire the next generation of great boxers. We've seen the likes of Abonomeva, Abononchinga. But as I wrap up with you, Mika, perhaps your funniest moment with Dingaan. I always love a funny story, and I think we want to celebrate him. We want to celebrate his life and the man that he was.
Yes. The only thing that I can remember, we were in New York together. And we were in the world championships on 4 boxing ring in one hall, and we were fighting we were fighting every day, sparring every day. They were trying to get to rate us to the world title fight. 3 boxers from South Africa. It was me, Dingaan Thobela, and Francois Bott. We were in the same room. We have different rooms, but we're using the same kitchen, so we were cooking together. Dingaan, one day, when I woke up, in his pillow there was a letter written that I left to South Africa. He left us. And he took a flight to South Africa without even us knowing. Even the trainer didn't even know. Dingaan left us, and then I fought with him because I had to do everything by myself there. I had to do that.
Sorry, Mika, I'm going to have to cut you there. We do have to take a quick ad break, but that is hilarious. A note on the pillow just saying, I'm going back to South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Nika Khumalo, of course, a former South African lightweight champion.